Every major AI company, including OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google, has recently been talking about the same thing, the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. If you haven't heard of it, you might assume it's just another technical detail that you as a business owner have no need to understand. Well, that's not true, because MCP is the missing link between talking AI and working AI, between a chatbot that explains things and an intelligent system that can run parts of your business for you. And the good thing is that it is not as complicated as it sounds. My name is Filip, and I'm from Calda. We are an award-winning software development agency, and since AI became a thing, we have completed dozens of AI-native software projects. Okay, here is what we'll cover in this video. What MCP really is, how it connects models like GPT or Claude to your real data and tools such as HubSpot or QuickBooks, and why it's about to change how small and mid-sized businesses automate everyday work. Let us start simple. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. At first, it sounds abstract, but it's actually very straightforward. The word model stands for a large language model, or LLM, such as GPT or Claude. Context refers to the extra information or tools you want to give that model, for example, your emails, databases, calendars, or other pieces of software. And protocol simply means a standardized way of communicating. So MCP is exactly what it sounds like, a standardized way for models to access context and take action. You can imagine it as a layer between your AI model and your everyday tools like Gmail or the CRM you're using. Without MCP, ChatGPT can talk, but it cannot take action. With MCP, it can actually use real software and perform actual tasks. To understand why MCP matters so much, let us remind ourselves what is an AI agent. An AI agent is basically an LLM connected to tools and data. Instead of only talking about general knowledge, it can act on specific information such as your company's systems, your inbox, or your CRM. It can check numbers in your accounting system, send messages through Gmail, update records in your HubSpot CRM, and summarize data from your internal tools, so it works directly with the same systems your team already uses. It is no longer just a chatbot. It is an autonomous digital coworker. In an AI agent, the LLM works like a brain that sits on top of all the different tools and data it can call and use to achieve a certain objective. Imagine this. You tell your AI, check our top clients' overdue invoices and email polite reminders. It can read data from your accounting system, write those emails, and send them automatically. This is what AI agents do. And MCP is the language that makes communication between the LLM and the tools possible. Now, some of you might be thinking, okay, but is that not what all APIs already do? Partially, yes. API, or Application Programming Interfaces, have been around for a long time. They are the way software systems talk to each other. An API is a piece of code and documentation that developers create so other developers can use the services of one software product in another. For example, you can use the Gmail API in another app to send or read emails within that app. Or you can use the Google Maps API to let apps like Uber show you where your driver is. So APIs are nothing new. The problem is that every API speaks its own language. Gmail's API is different from Slack's. Slack's is different from Notion's. Each integration requires its own custom logic. So if you want to connect an AI model to 10 different tools, you end up managing 10 totally different connections. That is expensive, fragile, and hard to scale. MCP fixes that problem. It does not replace APIs, it standardizes how AI models use them. It is a universal translator that makes every API look the same to the model. Instead of the model learning 10 different ways to talk to your tools, it just learns one, MCP. That is the actual leap. So here is how it works in practice. When you hear a person say Gmail MCP, what they really mean is an integration between an LLM and Gmail that follows the MCP standard. You can think of that system as consisting of 5 components. First, there is the LLM, the reasoning brain such as GPT or Claude. Then, there is what people call the MCP client, which is the layer of software within the LLM that helps the model send and receive MCP messages. On the other side, there is the tool, in this case Gmail, and the MCP server, which is a small piece of code that wraps Gmail's API and exposes Gmail's functions in a standardized MCP format. Finally, both the server and the client communicate using the MCP protocol itself, the shared set of rules for how the two sides talk. Here is what happens in practice. You say to an LLM, send John an email to reschedule our meeting from Friday to Monday at 9 a.m. The LLM understands what you mean. It asks the MCP client to perform an action. The client sends a standardized request through MCP. The MCP server for Gmail receives it, calls the Gmail API, and actually sends the email. Gmail is the one performing the task. The result then travels back: Gmail, MCP server, MCP client, and finally the LLM. At no point does the model directly access Gmail. The client and server handle all the translation, security, and data exchange. Think of it like this. The LLM and Gmail are two people. They both have phones. The phones being the client and the server. Both phones know how to turn electromagnetic waves into sound. Those electromagnetic waves are the MCP in our case, and it's the universal medium both sides understand. Today, thousands of MCP servers are being built for tools such as Slack, Notion, Trello, Google Drive, HubSpot, and QuickBooks. All of them follow the Anthropic's original standard. This means we can now build agents faster and more efficiently than ever before, using the MCP servers provided by all these various tools. Hopefully this brings some clarity about all this MCP fuss. Now let's talk about what this actually means for you as a business owner. We already discussed what an AI agent is and what it can do for you in our previous video, which you can rewatch here. What the MCP enables is the creation of AI agents and integrations faster and more efficiently than ever before. We simply take the LLM, apply some detailed and clear prompting, connect it to the MCP servers of all the tools we need, add a pleasant and easy-to-use interface on top, and that's it. You have an AI agent. Now let's talk about MCP-based solutions that you could start implementing today as a small or medium-sized business owner looking to make your company more efficient and free up some time. The first one is the AI Inbox and CRM Assistant. You can connect Gmail or Outlook with your CRM through MCP. The AI reads every incoming email, identifies the sender, checks for open deals, drafts context-aware replies, logs the interaction, and updates the deal stage based on what was said. It can also surface follow-up reminders when a client has gone quiet. This keeps your pipeline accurate and reduces the risk of losing opportunities. The second one is the AI Accounting Helper. You can link your invoicing tool, email, and bank feed using MCP. The AI monitors incoming payments, compares them to outstanding invoices, marks invoices as paid the moment the transaction appears, and sends gentle reminders to clients who are overdue. It can also generate a simple daily or weekly cash flow snapshot. This removes repetitive bookkeeping work and ensures you always know the financial status of your business. Or we could even create a personal assistant for you. Imagine this. You are at a conference trying to meet people who could potentially become clients. You talk to many of them and hope to remember all the details so you can enter everything into your CRM afterward. Instead of doing this manually, you could connect your CRM to ChatGPT and simply open your phone and say something like, create a record in the CRM. His name is John, he's from Fort Lauderdale, and he owns a yacht chartering company. I met him at this conference, I need to send him a use case on Monday, and I should schedule a call sometime next week. He also has a cat named Dolly, or whatever. ChatGPT would then make all the appropriate updates while you continue meeting more people. All of the mentioned solutions follow the same structure: an LLM as the brain, an MCP client handling the communication, and MCP servers that connect your tools. Once this protocol is in place, scaling AI capabilities across your business becomes as simple as adding new servers. So to recap, MCP is a new universal standard that lets AI models take action through your existing tools. It transforms static automations into intelligent workflows that reason across your business. It is what finally makes AI practical for small and mid-sized companies, not as a chatbot, but as a real digital team member. If you're a business owner who is ready to move past all the AI hype and actually start feeling the benefits that have been promised for a while, this is where it starts. In case you'd like help identifying how MCP-based automation could fit into your operations, from your inbox to your accounting system, click the link below to schedule a quick and free consultation. We can help you identify exactly where AI can plug in, take over repetitive work, and give you and your team more time for high-value tasks. Thank you for watching, and please do us a favor by clicking and subscribing. It really helps us continue making videos like this.